Xander, now that Manny has the 2,000, you're next. When you look at your numbers, your thoughts on possibly having that same exciting opportunity in your career?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice whenever hopefully I get there. I mean, seeing Manny, I mean, I've been watching him play for a long time. I mean, I got called up quite a little similar time with him, so played in the same division for a long time, and happy for him, man. I mean, he came up young and stayed healthy, and I mean, he always worked hard and always raked.
Yeah, if anybody, you would have an appreciation of what he accomplished. I mean, you're on that same path. You know what it takes, the discipline, the excellence, the consistency, the durability. Your thoughts on what he accomplished and what you have to go through to try to get there yourself?
I think the staying on the field is probably the biggest part, and something for something for a lot of guys is a little harder than others, but he definitely takes really good care of his body. That's something that I didn't know of him before I came here as a teammate, and once you see his work that he does off the field, you can kind of understand like how he's able to maintain it,
One of the things that he mentioned yesterday was, and it didn't look like it, but he acknowledged that he was thinking about it. Like it was a thing, but he continued to perform. You couldn't tell that was what was going on. Have you given any thought to, as you approach that number, just with your experience, how you might be able to handle that and keep focused on what you need to do on a daily basis?
I mean, I'm a little far, I'm quite far, but being like 5 hits away, I mean, you but I'm probably like 100 plus, almost 200 plus, I don't even know, but coming out of 5, 4, 3, I mean, that's when, like, I mean, same to like a hitting streak, when you're in the 20s, it's like, oh, I mean, I mean, you know what's at stake,
How fired up is Dick Bavetta going to be the night that he lost to you at Ping Pong? He's going to take it out.
Oh, man. I hope that doesn't influence his pitching performance, So, yeah, I mean, it was a big upset. Big upset. He's really good, and I mean, yeah, big upset alert.
Hey, Xander, last season, obviously, you guys had an up and down first half, and then you caught fire in the second half and played so well. It's been I guess, a little similar this year. I mean, you get off to the hot start. It's been a little up and down since then. What gives you confidence that you guys can kind of do the same thing, have a big time second half?
I mean, for the most part, the core is, it's pretty much intact, I know we've had a lot of our big boy starters out. I mean, you couldn't ask for a much better job than what those 3 young guys have done, in the starting rotation. I mean, I would imagine they've all exceeded all expectations that even maybe some of them themselves have for themselves, So it's been really nice the way they've been kind of being able to perform at that level, and until we get like some of our main, big guys back, you and Michael Kim, Joe is dealing with the Tommy John, but those guys are working to come back.
You have a lot of teams that could be buyers or sellers come the deadline, including the Diamondbacks. How important, how critical is this stretch for you guys to really start playing your best baseball after a pretty bad June?
Yeah, I mean, we had a long stretch, one of probably the toughest stretch on our schedule last couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, we're in this position, and then we've had a lot of tough losses that when you look back, you're like, we had 1, maybe 2 of those would have been, much better. But I mean, here's where we are, and I mean, a lot of guys are gonna heat up pretty soon, and that's just the way this game is, And for us, we're just gonna continue doing our thing until the big boys, come through like they always do.
All players are going to go through different struggles at different times. What do you tell Jackson Merrill as he's going through maybe the toughest stretch of his career?
I mean, it's hard, I went through something similar, but probably a little worse than him, and I think where it can really get tough on a player is when you start hearing from too many people, I mean, I'm not saying this is what he's doing, I'm just saying this is what I did, and I don't want him to fall into that trap, like everyone wants you to perform, everyone wants you to do well, and the worst thing is just when you're hearing from so many other different people, everyone wants you to do good, so they're gonna obviously give you some stuff, but once you start hearing a little too much, that's when you get in the box and you start thinking about where your hands have to be, where your feet have to be, instead of just like seeing that white ball. That white ball really gets small once you start thinking a little too much, And I feel like you have to go through it to understand, you know, how to get out of it. I mean, I think that's just part of the way this game is and part of maturing as a player. Anyone could be like, oh, you know, you're gonna get out of it. I mean, when you're in that grind all alone, you know, in that batter's box, it's a little different, you know. So once you get out of it, then you'll be able to look back and be like, oh, you know, like, okay, this is what I did, you know, to get out of it and stuff like that. But I just think the worst thing that could possibly happen is just listening to too many. And I'm not saying that he's doing that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for a lot of young hitters, that can be one of the toughest things to do.
What was one of the keys for you to get out of that storm that you were in?
I remember I narrowed down on one guy, you know, he's actually here, Vic, you know. I was listening to a lot of people, man, and hey, again, they all want you to do well, and you're gonna listen, you know, and now you're thinking of your hands and your hips and everything, you know, and I just told Vic, like, listen, I'm gonna ride this out with you, you know, like you're the one, and I'm just gonna listen to you. I can't listen to too many. I mean, it's too much for your mind, you know.
You mentioned the young starters. How important has Nick Pivetta been to this staff and this rotation?
I mean, I know him as always a guy that could give you innings. You know, I played with him a couple of years with the Red Sox, and he gives you a lot of innings, a lot of quality starts. So, I mean, obviously he's pitching probably the best he's had in his career. But yeah, hopefully that can continue for the whole year. You know, and he's been definitely a guy that we really can depend on. You know, I mean, those youngsters too. They would do an amazing job for the task that they would have to deal with.
Thank you, Xander.